You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we're going to continue Godzilla 2014 30 for 30 countdown. Yes, day 14. Day 14. Yes. Alright, so this video we're going to continue gathering questions that you guys presented in one of the other videos. Now this question comes from Rabid Dingo. Alright, considering that there has been in the past clamoring for a remake, what do you feel would be the best way to proceed with a King Kong vs. Godzilla remake? Again, based in the reality of this movie's world, how would it come about? You know, I think we'd have to see the movie in its entirety to really get an idea of how we would create a King Kong to match this kind of Godzilla. Because, you know, Toho's King Kong was a kaiju King Kong. He was extremely large, obviously scaled up to Godzilla size, where the King Kong that we all grew up to know and love is what? 30 feet max? 30, 35 feet? I don't know off the top of my head. But he wasn't very big. You know, I mean, yeah, obviously bigger than humans by a substantial amount, but compared to a kaiju, he was very small. You know, if the theory of the story is true that man, well, it looks like man created or have a hand in creating the Muto, I would think that's probably the only route you can take. You know, you can't do the radiation thing because that's Godzilla's thing, so you can't go that route. If you go and you take him and suddenly just put him in a Godzilla movie and make him huge without any explanation, you're going to confuse a lot of people. So, and a lot of people are just not going to take it seriously. I don't know if you're going to get one, though. You know, I just don't know how. I mean, it could work, but I would have to see this movie in the total to get an idea of what they did regarding the Muto, because we still really don't know the origin of the Muto. We do know that man has a hand in creating them or enhancing them, but we don't really know their origin. Now, if it turns out that they're man-made creations altogether, then maybe you can use some of that in-movie science to create a King Kong, but at the same time, then you kind of start repeating the same story you might be putting in this movie. Because if man does create the Muto, and the Muto go run wild, why would you yet again make another monster without the assurance that it's not going to run wild again? So, you know, it would be tough. It would be very, I mean, it would take some really creative and skillful story writing to come up with a way to make a King Kong that is kaiju size, the general audience buy it, which is going to be the key there, and then try to avoid repeating whatever you did in this movie with Godzilla and the Muto. I'm not saying they can't do it. I'm not saying I wouldn't love to see it. Who wouldn't want to see another King Kong versus Godzilla, especially the King Kong design from Peter Jackson, which was a very nice design. It just would be tough. It would be tough. But, you know, hey, who knows what the future holds? Every time we think that there's a movie out there that doesn't have a chance or may not have a chance of making it, it ends up coming out to be, and everybody goes out and enjoys it, or they hate it, whatever the case may be. So what about you guys out there? What do you think? What would it take for them to make a Godzilla versus King Kong movie in the same realistic tone and universe that this Godzilla seems to be portraying? And how could they do it and still get people to buy it and get the general audience interested? I know I kind of reworded your question there, buddy, but you guys get the idea. Anyway, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Nation Facebook page.